not everybody submits to. Do you want Renaissance, do you want modernity, and so on. So we decided to have a mixture of both English terms, Scottish universities, and Italian terms, Premier Italian. The reasons for the prize. The first one is, quite obviously, there was talent out there which was deserving of recognition. And this is a talent which maybe hasn't been recognised quite enough. Indeed, I would say, as somebody from a so-called small subject, that there's been a quite unfair imbalance with the older or bigger subjects, which have prizes and awards galore. So this is a chance to get our own back, but also to put us up there in the front rank, not just as a medium power, but maybe as something more. The second reason is perhaps incitement. We need this talent, which is out there in Italian studies, to reproduce itself by postgraduate study, by teacher training, by entry into the teaching profession, and so on. Indeed, this is one of the main reasons why the prize was suggested, because getting into postgraduate education is an expensive business, particularly in a liberal market like Britain, and there's a Darwinian struggle for grads. And titles of the kind that this prize provides are one of the best things to put on your CV if you're looking for further assistance. And thirdly, and this again is perhaps a more political thing, which I'm sure the Ambassador is familiar with, we need to give a message to our own universities that languages are important and that what may seem like minority languages have big backers. There have been other initiatives which have provided help, and I see in the second row here, in fact, one of the people involved with the Scottish Italian scholarships. These, unfortunately, are only at second year level, going into third year, and we need some kind of exit strategy so that people can be proud like a cork out of mandible into the whiteboard with a large amount of muscle velocity. So what we want is for the universities to have this idea, this very strong idea, that there is official recognition and high-level support, and that this goes towards the students in particular. The staff get paid, they don't really need it. So there was a prize initiative, discussions between the consulates and the institutes, and also the Italian Foreign Ministry, and it was decided to award a prize, and the prizes should be both for recognition and also for some kind of monetary reward. Many prizes in universities are for outloaded sums of money and only glory. This one is glory and money, and all the more reason for people to be sad. So, what about the process? Well, it was decided that we needed something which all the Scottish universities where Italian was from had an equal stake. Now, the universities have some degree of similarity, after all they're set up within the framework of the 1860s Universities Act, but nevertheless there are major differences between them. So we had to find the common denominator, something which all the students did, rather than only some universities. And the answer was to award a prize based upon the best undergraduate essay done towards the degree. And this is what was done. The essays are then chosen as the best from each university and sent forward to the institute. The institute then sends them up round again to other markers in the universities, and they then give them points. If there's a tiebreaker, then the institute then comes in and makes a decision between equal candidates. And this time, because the talent was so equally distributed, the institute actually had to take part in this tie-breaking process. So we proceed now to the distribution of the awards, The course for which Megan was doing this essay was a collaboration between Glasgow University, which is her home university, and Strathclyde University, which is where she did the course. And this seems to me an absolutely perfect example of how collaboration strengthens us in the Italianist world. So, Megan, congratulations.
Let me just say